Hello everyone and welcome to Stitching Ain't Easy. My name is Ashley. Thank you so very much for joining me today. If you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. If you've never been here, well hello, thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Okay, so today I'm going to do something that I haven't done before. I pretended at one point to do a tutorial. I was doing a crochet with me and had a question about a stitch in one of my videos previous to that and was doing that stitch, and so I showed how to do that stitch. That's as far into a tutorial as I have been, so I thought it would be fun. I'm doing the May Bingo and I'm doing pretty okay so far. And one of the squares is let's make a wreath. So I was like, well, okay. So one of the things I wanted to do on here for a while as a tutorial is make a wreath. I know that there are several ways that you could do it, right? As far as like with yarn, you could just like wrap it around there if you wanted to, or you could just like glue thing. I mean, you can do whatever the heck you want. You know, it's a wreath. Do things how you would like. Don't put anything on it. I don't know. Just have a green styrofoam thing hanging from your door. Whatever you want to do. Okay, so I'm going to show you all this. I already have a big old knot in my yarn. Good times, real life. You know what? It's like 2 inches into it. Well, I was going to use my scissors. Someone has swiped my scissors. Okay, we will just start our slip knot after that. It's just this far into it. We're going to pretend like it's not even there. Okay, so this is what I'm using for our wreath. Just a round styrofoam or hat, whatever you would like to use it as. I got it from Dollar Tree, whole $1. That's all I spent for it. So I got this, and also while I was there, I got some flowers. I got these pretty ones, and I got these pretty ones that have a flutterby in them. And they're all pretty and blue with some yellow and stuff. And so I thought it'd be cool to, on this wreath, put these two colors together. See that there? Alright. So this is Red Heart Light Jasmine. This is Red Heart Pale Yellow. So what we're going to do, lay our handy dandy yarn right here and hope that we don't knock ourselves off because you are plugged into my charger. Alright, fine. So you're going to get your yarn out. We don't have scissors, remember that, so just pretend about this part. Might be a lot of fun trying to work our way around that. Obstacles, on account of our obstacles. Okay, so what you're going to do, take a handy dandy hook. You can use whatever size you would like. This happens to be my favorite all the time. 5.5. This is my beautiful furls hook from my beautiful friend. I love it. Okay. Slip stitch. If you don't know how to do that, you just wrap around your fingers. Surely you know how to slip stitch. There are many videos or slip stitch. By the way, a magic ring is pretty much a slip stitch. You just don't pull it tight. You just do that and then grab your yarn. Just so those of you that can't do a magic ring. So you do this and you're just going to grab that, pull it taut, like so. Now we already have this big old honking thing. That's okay. We move around our obstacles, right? So what you gonna do? Take your thingy. Take this thingy too. You're gonna bring your yarn around this side. This is gonna be so fun because I'm gonna be backwards. Okay, bring your yarn on this side and bring your hook around this side. Whoop. Y'all see that? Fell right out. See, if I make that blooper reel, I could put that in the bloopers, but I don't know how to edit. So there we go. Alright, so you're just going to take your yarn, grab it over here and pull it up through, and then you're just going to slip stitch it into your first spot. I'd show you that, but it's going to be a pain in the booty to do. So just trust me. Slip stitched it. Okay, so then this is your end, and we can just sew over your end if you want, or you can let it hang and let it hang out, come back to it, whatever you want to do. Okay, so now your working yarn is over here. It's your hook. What you're gonna do is we're just gonna do like single crochet, I guess, right? So you're gonna pull this through there first. Okay, you're gonna pull, go, geez Louise, and go back here and pull your yarn and bring it up to the top and pull through two. Okay, so I'm trying to work over this yarn, so don't let that confuse you, please. Thank you. Okay, so you're going to go take your hook, go back behind, grab your working yarn, bring it up. So now you have 2 loops, actually you have 4 because we have 2 different colors, but see 1, 2 loops on your hook. And you're going to grab then your working yarn and pull it through both of those loops. So then it's like a single stitch, and as you go it's going to do this little ridge right here. You probably can't really see it. Let's see. Not yet. You'll have a little ridge that'll go around. It kind of looks cool, like so. So that's why if you don't like the little ridge thing, you can just wrap it. You can do it a million other ways, make it easier, but whatever. Anyway, okay, so once again, you're gonna take your hook, go underneath, grab your working yarn. Hope you guys can see this. Oh my gosh. Pull up 2 strands, actually 4 because of our yarn, right? But if you just use one color, just 2. Pull it through, single stitch, pull it through. Okay, let me do a couple more real quick and I'll show you guys the ridge I'm talking about. So anyway, I wanted to do this as kind of like a fun little crochet with me ramblings type thing or whatever, but also a tutorial. So I'm not really sure how much of a tutorial it is because I don't really have a way to like set you guys differently to where you can look that way, like to where my camera angle points down or whatever, I guess. Okay, let me do a couple more real quick. So every time you're going to have those 2 on your hook, you pull it through. So under, grab your working yarn, pull up, pull through 2, make sure your yarn's out. Worst tutorial ever. Okay. This yarn just keeps getting in a big old knot, so that's fun. Thanks a lot, Light Jasmine. Alright. So, let's see. Okay. So see then, you can see how it starts to kind of have like this little braided ridge that's going to go around and around your wreath. So if you don't want that, just wrap it. If you don't mind this, I think it gives it some extra oomph and looks very pretty myself. So anyway, and plus it's a good spot you could stick your flowers in to hot glue them, just saying, because that's what we're going to do. In case this is your first time ever here, hello, I like hot glue, so we're going to hot glue our flowers in. We will not be stitching them, just so you know. Didn't know if y'all knew this. Stitching ain't easy, so we don't sew unless we have to. Alright, so once again, there's our tail, our ridiculously long tail because of that knot. Okay, so you're just going to go with your working yarn in your undominant hand, whatever that means. Okay, go underneath your wreath. Grab your working yarn, pull it up. Again, see, 1, 2. Grab your working yarn again, pull it through both, pull it tight. Every now and then you may want to just kind of do this a little bit, scrunch them together. So that way, you know, that green styrofoam hangs out, unless you want the green styrofoam to hang out. Once again, it's your project, do what you want, you know. Okay, go through, grab it, there we go. Let's do that way. Grab our working yarn, pull it up, grab your working yarn again, but both of them, pull it through both strands. Boop. Have y'all seen any of this so far? We're 10 minutes in, and I fear you haven't even seen any of it. Okay. This is the thing. This is our knot, where we had that weird knot, and here's a loop. But that's okay, because we can cover that up with a flower. If you really wanted to, and you have scissors, and one of your unnamed children didn't swipe your scissors from your craft drawer, you could just snip that off. But desperate times, and I was already filming, so it's okay. I'll just put a flower there. No one will even know. It's the beauty of yarn. You can cover most of it up. It's alright. Okay. So once again, if you guys, I think something I could set you on, but I don't know what the heck it would be. It's okay, we'll just do it backwards like this. So you go through, but you can't see me that way either. This is horrible. Oh my gosh. Grab your yarn, pull it up, and then pull it through, and pull it out. Okay. You're just going to continue that. Like I said, it's basically single crochet all the way around. Alright, cool. Alright, cool. So, I'm going to work on this for a second and then come back and show you guys again. And then I may go just finish it and show you guys and then put the flowers on and then show you guys, because it's going to be a pretty long tutorial otherwise. It's going to take you all a little bit, but it'll be okay. You can do it. Unless you have no idea what I'm doing right now. So once again, you're just going to put your hook underneath. Okay, put your hook through the bottom of your wreath. Pull your yarn back through the bottom. Over the top, grab your working yarn, pull it through both hooks. Does that help anybody? I don't know. Set hook through the bottom. Grab your yarn. Pull your yarn back through into this side facing you, towards me. See there? Grab your working yarn again, both strands, unless you're just working with one strand, then it'd be weird to grab two strands. Pull it through. Pull it tight. Or taut, depending on however your grammar works. Okay. So, alright. Here. So I was going to try to do this as like a crochet with me and rambling. So if y'all want to grab your whip that isn't a wreath, I guess let me know what it is. What are you working on? If you're probably not working on a wreath because of my terrible tutorial and you have no idea what I'm doing. You're probably like, yeah, I'm not going to make that wreath. But, you know, hey, maybe someone will. You never know. Maybe someone will. Also, I would like to thank people. I have gotten so many super sweet comments about my gnome homes and all of that, and I can't thank you guys enough. They're so stinking sweet. That's, I think I've said that before, that's my happy place right now, and I need a happy place right now. And so the whole fact that you guys think that they're so cool is just, it's so neat to me. Yeah. And I mentioned I was commissioned to make one. I know what color she wants now, and so I get to start on that one. I'm working on one currently that's really cool. I almost have the landscape done on it, so I'll be showing it very soon. And then as soon as I get the landscape done on mine, because it won't take me, I'll probably have it done this evening. Immediately after that, I'm starting the one I'm being commissioned for, because she let me know what color yesterday. I found out what color she wanted. So, I have to get a couple little things and get some stuff together. But, yeah. And she wants a toadstool, just like this guy, which I completely respect. The toadstools are fun. So, anyway, I'm very, very, very excited. I think that's very exciting that I got commissioned to do something. See if I can hold it like this and you guys can see it any better now that I'm kind of a little bit further. I can hold it a little better maybe, now that my yarn isn't all weird. Maybe I can't. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so I just wanted to, like I said, say thank you to you guys so very much for all of you who commented on my gnome homes. I have a couple ladies on here who have said that they've made a gnome or two, and that they've made a gnome home, and that is so stinking cool that it's kind of like the granny heart blanket. Like, that's just, it's humbling to have someone make a gnome home. It's pretty darn humbling. I'm just saying, that's just, oh, it's so special. So thank you. And also, thank you guys who have been praying for me, because I know the other day I made a video about my health, and I've gotten an insane amount of really sweet thoughts and prayers, and thank you so much for those. So, you guys are awesome. Each and every one of you are very, very awesome. Alright. Keep just wanting to grab that one strand, and that's not how we're doing it, right? Okay, so this is what I have so far. What, 15 minutes in, so this isn't going to take you very long. Ignore. Ignore. You're off to a good start. Okay, that's just the loop. So I guess, I mean, I could just stitch it back into. You don't even know. Alright, anyway, but like I said, it's going to make this little ridge. If something happens and you hate it, all you have to do is turn the ridge around, or just turn the wreath around. You don't even see that. So, and you can kind of mess with it and make it prettier and things to where it's not so, like, you know, crinkled. If you don't like crinkles, but personally around here I like crinkles, so I don't mind it. Yarn crinkles all the way around. So, okay. So I guess, yeah, let me know if you guys can even, if you know what the heck I'm doing currently. If you have no idea what I'm talking about with this tutorial, we'll call it a tutorial, and then I'll link, because that's what it is. Like, ha ha ha, am I right? Anyway, guys, let me know if you have no clue what I'm talking about, and I'll try to do one, like, get it set up to where I can do a different angle or something. Because, yeah, I have a few different videos that I would like to do, but because of the angle, I haven't done them, so, alright. Which I guess I could probably, I don't know, I may be able to do it now. Just now had this thought, you know, I'm not tech savvy at all. I'm just now realizing that I have new equipment and new things that my sweet friend and my sweet hubby purchased for me, and I think I can make it happen now that I'm already in this. But no one tech savvy is home. Well, my kids are, but they're doing schoolwork. Well, actually, they're not doing schoolwork. They finished their schoolwork, and now they're doing their, let's see what I call it on here. Like what they're interested in subject. They have like their own thing that they do. They each have something that they're interested in that'll like help them like later on in life or whatever. Something that they really enjoy learning about and want to do, and they learn about those things. So yeah, so that's what they're doing right now. And they're independent work, but it's their special study, so we'll call it that. It's not really an extracurricular, it's just special. Okay. And I would tell you what they all are, but I'm, you know, sometimes I feel like I say too many things about them on here. I know for the most part y'all are all cool, but also it's the internet and it's a little sketch, and so, you know, that's why you guys don't know their names, or they won't ever be in any of my videos or anything at all like that. So I talk about them, and we have family blankets, and we do like family items and things and stuff and like that. You guys know things about them through that, just because of, you know, what they picked, their interests for the night. But yeah. Okay, so this is where I am so far at almost 20 minutes in. Almost, not quite halfway. Anyway, so I'm going to stop right here, and I'm going to go finish this. I'm going to come back and show you guys, and then we will add flowers. I hope you know what I did. Fingers crossed. Alright, I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, y'all, welcome back. It's been roughly 30 minutes or so crocheting time-wise. I did put dinner in the Instant Pot for the family, so it's a real quick project. You guys have time to make dinner and still whip out a wreath. Okay, so I made it to the end. I made sure and squished like as much as I could, like, you know, squished them together so that the green wouldn't show. this little braid that we talked about at first is normally, it's going to wrap around, and it kind of started looking a little wonky, and so I just rolled it to where it was all on this one side. See, like right there, it's not completely, there's still my end, but that's okay. We're gonna fix it. We're gonna fix him. It's gonna be alright. Anyway, so you can kind of make it where it's cute if you want. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, snip. Looky there, scissors. Okay, so snip our yarn. Just like that. Pull your yarn through per usual, make your little knot. Probably shouldn't have done that on there because I could have done it a lot tighter if I just did it over here. Darn it. Okay. Let's see. There we go. Alright. So you have your little knot. Same as this. You can like go in and weave your ends in. So I have my big old hook, so I guess it's just, we'll just do that. Why not? So I'm just going to kind of weave back and forth in that little braid, just because it seems like a good idea. So what I'm doing is I'm just going up through those two front loops right there, and then just grabbing the yarn and pulling it through there, so it's just kind of out of the way. It's much simpler whenever you can actually look at it, just so you guys know. Alright, good enough. We're going to snip it because we're going to put pretties on it, so I think it'll be okay. My glue gun is heating up. I don't think it's hot yet, but that's okay because we still have a couple other things that we need to do for our goal project. So at this point, you can decide amongst yourselves, Linda Richmond style, if you want to put your pretties on this side, your flowers or your whatever goodies you have. You want to put on this side or on this side. So, I'm not sure. I discussed this side at first, but this one's kind of neat. But then it'd be kind of cool if this was just like up against the door. That darn end. And if that was like up against the door and then the other part had stuff on it, so we have a glass door, so that way, like for our glass door, it would look decent, you know what I mean? So I think that's what I'm going to do. Try to weave this other little end in. Okay, tis woven. Alright, so now, if I don't knock my hot glue gun over, these are our flowers. So now we must decide which ones we want to use. I think we must use the Flutterby, just because. Let's get our super cool scissors and cut him off. And leave like a little bit extra, like this green that comes down. You can see that. You snip him down here a little ways, so he has some oomph, something to stick into your yarn. Okay, I feel like obviously we need these. We're gonna pretend like they're hydrangeas. I don't think that they are because they're with these, but we're gonna pretend for our own sanity like they are, so we're gonna keep these together in a little cluster. So snip that right there. Maybe I'm trying not to do my this is really hard to cut face. Oh goodness, I may have to do it. That one, you know, where you like stick your tongue out or whatever, and then everything's real easy to cut. That's the trick to cutting things. You stick your tongue out. Should have just got my regular scissors and do that. That was my own fault. See? It's a terrible tutorial. Hope y'all are getting something out of it. Mercy sakes. Okay. So, wire cutters would have been a good one. Maybe I can pull it off. Haha! Snipped it. Pulled it off. We don't need wire. Unnecessary. Okay. This one's kind of cool. We'll use it just cause we like the same thing. Not a piece of wire, but we'll try it. Let's try to get somewhat and pull it off, they say. Nope. Okay. You know what? I'm going to get my other scissors and I'm going to cut these and I'll come back and show you guys all of them in it. All of them all pretty. As far as that one, let's see if these will cut at all, because I don't think these have wire, but I don't know. I didn't think the other ones did either, so let's just see. Nope. Yay. Alright. So I'll add some more blue ones and stuff in a minute whenever I'm not just sitting here trying to cut something for 20 minutes, because that can't be very fun to watch. I don't know. Maybe. Alright. So far I have 2 of these. Un Fletcherby. Some of our pretty hydrangeas. We're sort of warmed up. I think it'll be okay. Alright. So, everything, we'll let go of our pretty wreath. Now I just need to decide placement for our stuff. I think, I don't know why, but I just feel like right here is where our butterfly should go. It just seems like a good spot. I'm thinking this is going to be the top. That's another thing. If you don't have, like, I have a wreath hanger, so I have like the deal that hangs over our door, and then I'll just hang this on it and it'll be fine. If you don't have one of those, you can always like crochet, like chain a, you know, a loop or whatever and tie it on here and then hang it off something on your door or however you want to do it. But like I said, I have a wreath hanger, so I'm just putting it up there. So okay, so I'm considering this the top, if that makes any sense, although I know it doesn't to y'all because yeah. So okay. Anyway, so I'm gonna put this dude, I think right there. Looks like a good spot for our guy. Okay. I'm gonna put some glue on him and then I'll show me poking him in there so you guys can see. Although I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory, but you never know, right? Okay. So. Glue. My cord or my plug-in's way over there, so you can't really see the whole thing, but we're gonna pretend. Alright, so we're gonna try to poke our little thingy down in there. Not that you can see that, but we did. And it's gonna have glue strings because it is hot glue and it's just what it does, but that's okay. Oop. That's okay. We pull those off later. It's not part of it. You get to pull those off later. Alright, so there's our little flutterby guy, I think. Okay. Hot glue all over myself now. Alright, so then, let's see. See some of these little pretty flowers up, like this side. Okay. So for this one, I'm just going to glue right onto the wreath because it's kind of a longer one. I mean, I could just do the flower, but it's just a small stem, so I'm just going to do a little bit right here and then just stick it on there. So, okay. Just hope I get it right, I guess, right? Now that I'm running out of hot glue. Good times. Okay. Stuck my finger right in it. Didn't feel great, but that's okay. Alright, so then there. I wanted to do it while it was still laying down. Stick it on anyway, because you know gravity. Isaac Newton, all those things. Okay. So once again, we're gonna have strings. Oh no. Poor little guy at the bottom there. We're gonna have to glue him. See? As you do things, you figure it out. It's okay. It's okay. A little glue pile. I'll get to in a minute. Okay. Okay, so that doesn't look real pretty, that stem right there, right? So you could take a little petal, kind of put it over, and then that way you don't even see the little stem. Secret time. Secret time. Okay. So just pull your extra little guys off. Once again, you can go back and do that in a little bit. Same thing with this one, like he's kind of wonky. You could do a little glue right there. Put him down. Let's try that. Just because we're doing this and showing off what you can do, how amazing hot glue really is, right? Okay, so let's just do that. Boop. check it out. Now it's a real flower. It's all bent up and weird. Fun. Okay. So then, let's see here. We have this other long one and this one. I feel like we need to use this one somewhere. Like, okay. Like, I'm trying this. So I'm going to go for. So for this one, I'm going to glue right here on the inside. Fingers crossed, everybody. 1, 2, 3, cross your fingers together. Here we go. All right. I don't like things on center, in case you can't tell. It's like off kilter just a little bit. That's what I prefer. Okay. I do that a lot whenever I like make things and decorate things. It's off kilter and has an odd number. That's usually what I go with. Okay. So, just gonna lay it right there. Hold it down. Make sure it looks decent. Look on this side just because I can't really tell from that side. Alright. Pretty decent. The glue is still hot just in case someone was curious. Okay. So this one is has kind of like a weird little thing where we couldn't quite get it cut. Remember him? The difficult one, right? So I'm just going to put a little extra glue behind there just so it's like good. A little bit on top and a little bit behind. Once again, you're going to be able to see this from my door, but that's okay. People are that nosy and that worried about it. They don't even come in here anyway, I guess. So, alright. So there, that's what it's going to look like from behind. That's okay. So far, it looks like this. So I think I'm going to add just like a couple more little pretties, and I will come back and show you the finished product. Once again, it's your thing. Be creative. Do whatever you would like. It's the beauty of creativity. You do what you want. So, okay. I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, everyone. I finished my wreath. It definitely took me less than an hour, decorating it and everything. Like I said, I also got food for the family dinner ready or cooking in the Instant Pot. It still hasn't went off, so that's how little of time it took me. Like the first of this was the longest. Okay, so I'll give it an hour. Maybe there was an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. But this, my friends, is my spring wreath that's going to go on my door. So I get to mark off another May bingo, or May spot for bingo. Yay. But this is it. You can see it. Oh, goodness. Okay, so I had the long white ones. These guys. And I had the one right here, and I went ahead and just added another one back behind that. So it just kind of went that whole side, and then we had this one. And we had our butterfly, so then I added another little pretty hydrangea guy, and then this little cool thing added to the side. So that's what it'll look like inside of the house. That's what it'll look like from the outside. So we don't really have neighbors, so it'll be okay. If anyone's coming up to see it, they're probably coming inside of the house anyway, unless it's like the UPS man. So anyway, we probably won't turn it around. We'll enjoy it, is what I'm trying to say. I realize wreaths are usually facing outward, but yeah, I don't know, maybe we'll hang it that way. I doubt it. But anyway, alright. Irrelevant news. Okay, so this is what it looks like. All finished. With my yarns all around it. So I had $1 in the wreath, $1 each for the flower bouquets, the little bushel of flowers. So that's $3. I already had this yarn. I mean, it wasn't free, but I didn't use hardly any of it. Still have this much of both, and I've used this yellow a few times, so I didn't use very much at all. So you could definitely get some Dollar Tree yarn and make one. That's what I'm trying to say. It could be a very cheap, fun little thing. And, you know, who's to stop you at spring? There's lots of other fun things that you can make them for. dot dot dot. So stay tuned for those, I guess, right? Alright. So thank you guys so very much for watching my, we're going to call it a tutorial, because I don't know if y'all got anything at all out of it, but I got a wreath out of it, so that's pretty neat. Alright. Thank you guys. I hope you have a wonderfully blessed day. I will talk to you soon.